Older men, listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you could completely change the way you feel in your body. You've been told for years that weakness, fatigue, and even problems in the bedroom are just a normal part of aging. But the truth is, there are natural ways to restore strength, rebuild stamina, and even reignite energy that you thought was gone forever. Imagine chewing something for just 60 seconds a day that signals your body to wake up, to function like it used to, and to perform in ways that make you feel alive again. I'm not talking about a drug, not about something artificial. I'm talking about nutrients, vitamins, and natural foods that have been hiding in plain sight. Foods that can rebuild blood flow, strengthen your heart, sharpen your mind, and even bring back natural testosterone levels that decline as the years pass. You see, the male body after 60 goes through some dramatic changes. Testosterone drops, muscle mass shrinks, arteries stiffen, and circulation weakens. That's why men in their 70s or 80s complain of cold hands, cold feet, tired legs, and of course, problems maintaining energy and intimacy. But here's the good news. Your body still has the machinery to function well. It simply needs the right fuel. And this fuel doesn't come from fancy supplements or miracle pills. It comes from specific foods, fruits, vegetables, and vitamins that your cells crave. Did you know that something as simple as pomegranate seeds can increase nitric oxide levels in your blood? Nitric oxide is the molecule your body uses to relax blood vessels. Without enough of it, circulation suffers, and so does performance. But by chewing pomegranate seeds daily, or drinking a small glass of fresh pomegranate juice, you're essentially telling your arteries to stay young, flexible, and strong. This one fruit alone has been studied for its effect on male vitality, and it consistently shows powerful results. That's the kind of natural solution I want to share with you. Now let's talk about something you probably overlook. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, beet greens. They are packed with nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide. Again, this is blood flow, this is circulation, this is energy. Many older men I see in my clinic are not weak because their bodies are broken, but because their nutrition has been neglected. They rely on bread, rice, meat, and very little in the way of fresh fruits and vegetables. If you want to feel younger, the first step is to load your plate with color: greens, reds, oranges, and purples. These colors aren't just pretty. They represent antioxidants, vitamins, and compounds that fight off cellular damage. A patient of mine, 73 years old, came to me complaining that he could barely walk up the stairs without losing his breath. He also whispered, almost embarrassed, that intimacy had become impossible for him. Instead of prescribing him pills, I asked about his diet. His meals were plain: white bread, fried foods, almost no fruit. I gave him one simple instruction: every day, eat a bowl of mixed fruit, blueberries, grapes, and an apple, and drink one small glass of beet juice. 3 months later, the man returned with a smile. He told me not only could he climb the stairs, but he was feeling energy in ways he hadn't felt in a decade. His secret? The power of natural nutrients. Older men underestimate vitamins as well. Vitamin D, for example, is not just for bones. It regulates testosterone, supports immunity, and even lifts mood. Many seniors are deficient because they don't get enough sunlight. Supplementing with vitamin D3 can literally wake up your energy and improve your health from the inside out. And then there's vitamin B12. Without it, your nerves weaken, your memory fades, and your energy collapses. After 60, absorption of B12 from food drops dramatically. That's why men who get a B12 supplement often feel a surge of clarity, energy, and vitality within weeks. And let's not forget zinc. This mineral is directly linked to testosterone production and reproductive health. Without zinc, your body cannot make the hormones you need to feel strong. Where do you get zinc naturally? Pumpkin seeds, nuts, and beans. Imagine adding just a handful of pumpkin seeds daily to your diet and fueling your body with the mineral it desperately needs. Your body works like an orchestra. Blood flow, hormones, nerves, muscles, they must play together in harmony. If one section is weak, the whole performance suffers. That's why older men often feel like their strength just vanished overnight. But in reality, it was a slow decline caused by nutrient shortages, by years of neglect, by not giving the body what it needs. The beauty is that it can be reversed. Not overnight, but within weeks of eating the right fruits, taking the right vitamins, and nourishing yourself properly. The orchestra begins to play again. Your blood flows, your energy rises, your mood lifts, and yes, your intimate performance can return. So if you're listening to me right now and you're 60, 70, or even 80, I want you to understand something. It is not too late. You can still rebuild your health, you can still strengthen your body, and you can still enjoy the energy and confidence you thought was gone. And it begins not with drugs, but with chewing, tasting, and enjoying the foods nature designed for you. A handful of berries, a glass of beet juice, a bowl of spinach, a spoonful of pumpkin seeds. These are not just snacks. These are medicines disguised as food. Remember this, every bite you take is either feeding disease or fighting it. The older you get, the more powerful this truth becomes. Your body is fragile, but it is also resilient if you give it what it needs. Don't let anyone tell you aging means weakness. Aging means wisdom, and with wisdom comes the knowledge of how to fuel yourself properly. So starting tonight, make a small change. Choose something powerful for 60 seconds. A piece of apple, a handful of pomegranate seeds, or a few pumpkin seeds. As you chew, remind yourself that you're not just eating, you're repairing, you're rebuilding, you're bringing life back into your body, one bite at a time. Now, imagine waking up in the morning and instead of feeling stiff, tired, or drained, you feel a spark of energy. You stand up and your legs feel strong, your back feels steady, and your mind feels clear. That is not a fantasy. That is the power of feeding your body the nutrients it has been starving for. Most men believe that aging is about losing, but the truth is, aging is about choosing. The choices you make now will decide whether your 70s and 80s are filled with weakness or filled with strength. And one of the most powerful choices you can make is deciding what goes on your plate. Let's begin with something almost every man overlooks: magnesium. This one mineral is like nature's relaxant. It relaxes your arteries, allowing blood to flow smoothly. It relaxes your muscles, reducing cramps and stiffness. It even calms your nervous system, lowering stress and helping you sleep deeper. And here's the kicker. Most men over 60 are deficient in magnesium. That means they are walking around tense, stiff, and sleepless, not because of age, but because their diet is empty of this vital mineral. Where can you get it naturally? Dark chocolate, almonds, cashews, spinach, and bananas. Yes, bananas are simple, but they're packed with potassium and magnesium, two minerals that keep your heart steady and your blood pressure in check. One banana a day can be the difference between a tired morning and a powerful morning. Now let's turn to one of my favorite natural boosters: beets. Most men wrinkle their noses when they hear beets. But let me tell you this, beets are the king of circulation. They expand blood vessels, improve oxygen delivery, and fuel your muscles. If you've ever felt your legs heavy when walking, or your chest tight when climbing stairs, chances are your circulation is sluggish. A simple glass of beet juice, or even roasted beets on your dinner plate, can transform your endurance. In fact, athletes, men half your age, use beet juice before competition to gain an edge. Imagine what it could do for you at 70. But circulation is not just about blood vessels. It's also about clean arteries. Over the years, cholesterol, plaque, and inflammation can narrow your arteries like rust in a pipe. That's when problems show up. Weak erections, cold hands, fatigue. But nature gave us foods to scrub those arteries clean. Walnuts, for example, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s fight inflammation, reduce plaque buildup, and keep blood flowing freely. A handful of walnuts daily acts like a natural heart protector. Combine that with salmon or sardines twice a week, and you are literally fueling your arteries with liquid youth. I cannot speak about vitality without talking about antioxidants. Think of your cells as little engines. Over time, they produce exhaust, free radicals that damage your tissues. Antioxidants are like the cleaning crew that clears the exhaust and keeps the engine running smoothly. Blueberries, strawberries, grapes, and cherries are loaded with antioxidants. They don't just taste good, they protect your brain, your heart, and your skin. Older men who eat berries regularly have sharper memories, steadier blood sugar, and better circulation. One of my patients once told me, "Doctor, I eat blueberries every morning, and I swear I feel 10 years younger." I smiled, because the science backs it up. Now let's address something every man secretly thinks about: testosterone. After 60, testosterone drops naturally, but diet plays a massive role in how fast it falls. Men who eat processed foods, sugary snacks, and fried meals see their testosterone sink like a stone. But men who nourish themselves with zinc, vitamin D, and healthy fats can maintain levels that support muscle, confidence, and bedroom performance. Eggs are a perfect example. For years, eggs were demonized because of cholesterol. But now we know the cholesterol in eggs is the raw material your body uses to make testosterone. 1 or 2 whole eggs daily can fuel hormone production, protect your eyes with lutein, and strengthen your brain with choline. Do not fear eggs. They are a gift for older men. And then there's avocado, the fruit of vitality. Avocado is loaded with monounsaturated fat, potassium, and vitamin E. These nutrients support heart health, joint flexibility, and skin youthfulness. But here's the secret: the fats in avocado will help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Without healthy fats, your body cannot use those vitamins effectively. So adding avocado to your salad doesn't just taste good, it unlocks the power of every other nutrient on your plate. Hydration is another overlooked key. As men age, the thirst mechanism weakens. Many seniors are walking around mildly dehydrated, leading to fatigue, dizziness, and even erectile issues. Water is life, but you can take it a step further with infused water. Add slices of cucumber, lemon, or mint to your water. Not only does it taste refreshing, but the nutrients seep into the water, turning a simple drink into a rejuvenating tonic. One of my favorite tips for men is to start their morning with a glass of warm water with lemon. It wakes up digestion, boosts vitamin C, and sets the tone for the day. Vitamin C is essential for collagen production, the protein that keeps your skin firm, your joints strong, and your blood vessels elastic. Without enough vitamin C, your arteries weaken, your gums bleed, and your skin sags. Citrus fruits, like oranges, lemons, and grapefruits, are packed with this life-saving vitamin. Adding just 1 orange daily can fortify your arteries and support blood flow where you need it most. And what about the brain? Many older men worry about memory loss, confusion, or dementia. But nature provided a shield for your brain as well. Walnuts, again, are shaped like the human brain, and that's no coincidence. They protect memory and focus. Green tea, loaded with catechins, improves alertness and guards neurons against aging. Even coffee, when consumed in moderation, has protective effects on the brain and liver. So the next time you sip a cup of green tea or coffee, know that you're not just enjoying a drink. you're strengthening your mind. I want you to pause and imagine your body 10 years from now. Will you be weak, hunched, and dependent? Or will you be strong, steady, and full of life? The answer lies in the choices you make daily. Every bite of spinach, every handful of berries, every sip of beet juice is a step toward the second future, the one where you thrive. And let me remind you, it is never too late. I have seen men at 80 rebuild stamina, restore vitality, and even regain intimacy with nothing more than nutrition and consistency. So tonight, when you prepare your meal, think like a man who wants to live, not just survive. Choose colors, choose fruits, choose vitamins, choose life. Because aging does not mean decline, it means opportunity. An opportunity to care for yourself in ways you never did before. Do you want to simply exist, or do you want to truly live? Because there is a difference. Existing means counting days, battling fatigue, and accepting weakness as normal. Living means greeting each morning with strength, eating with purpose, moving with energy, and ending each night with confidence. And the secret to living, even at 70 or 80, is not locked in some laboratory. It's sitting right in front of you, on your plate, in your kitchen, and in the choices you make each day. In my years of working with older men, I have seen one truth repeat again and again. The men who fuel themselves properly thrive, and the men who neglect their nutrition fade. It is that simple. Your body is an engine. If you pour in sugar, processed foods, and empty calories, you clog the system. If you pour in fresh fruits, vegetables, vitamins, and minerals, you ignite the system. That ignition is what keeps your heart pumping, your blood flowing, your mind clear, and your intimacy alive. Omega-3 fatty acids are like oil for your engine. They reduce inflammation in your joints, they keep your arteries smooth, and they even boost your mood. Men who consume enough omega-3s report feeling less depressed, less anxious, and more confident. But here's the problem. Most men in their 60s and 70s eat far too little of it. The solution is simple. Eat fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines twice a week. If you don't like fish, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds are excellent plant-based sources. Garlic is a natural blood thinner, a blood pressure regulator, and even an immune booster. For centuries, men have used garlic as a natural tonic. One of my patients, an 81-year-old man, eats 2 cloves of raw garlic every morning. He doesn't look 81. He looks closer to 65, with glowing skin and steady energy. Garlic keeps his blood flowing, his heart strong, and his body resilient. It may be small, but it is mighty. Selenium is critical for testosterone production, thyroid function, and sperm health. Where do you find selenium naturally? Brazil nuts. Just 2 Brazil nuts a day can give you your full daily requirement of selenium. Think about that. 2 nuts can fuel your hormones, your energy, and your vitality. That's nature's precision. Digestion slows with age. Nutrient absorption weakens. Constipation, bloating, and stomach discomfort become common complaints. But the gut is not just about digestion. It's about immunity, mood, and even hormone balance. If your gut is unhealthy, every other part of you suffers. That's why probiotics are so important. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, all of these foods feed the good bacteria in your gut. And when your gut thrives, your entire body thrives. Movement alongside nutrition is vital. Food gives you the fuel, but movement distributes that fuel. Walking after meals lowers blood sugar, protects your heart, and keeps your circulation active. Stretching in the morning wakes up your joints, improves flexibility, and prevents injury. Even simple exercises like bodyweight squats, push-ups against the wall, or lifting light weights can stimulate your muscles, boost testosterone, and make you feel alive. Hydration, too, cannot be ignored. Your blood is mostly water. Your muscles are mostly water. Even your brain is mostly water. Without enough hydration, your energy crashes, your skin dries, and your kidneys strain. Aim for 8 glasses of water daily. And don't underestimate herbal teas. Chamomile for relaxation, hibiscus for blood pressure, green tea for antioxidants. These drinks not only hydrate you, but also deliver medicinal compounds that support your longevity. Rest is another neglected pillar of health. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, when your hormones reset, and when your brain clears toxins. Yet many older men treat sleep as an afterthought. They stay up late, they drink coffee at night, they toss and turn. If you want true vitality, guard your sleep like treasure. Magnesium before bed, a dark, cool room, and no screens an hour before sleep. These small habits can transform your energy. Finally, let's tie everything together. Your health is not one big choice. It is thousands of small choices, repeated daily. When you choose spinach over fries, you are choosing circulation. When you choose berries over cookies, you are choosing antioxidants. When you choose water over soda, you are choosing life. These choices compound over weeks, months, and years, until one day you realize you feel strong again, you feel clear again, you feel alive again. So I challenge you, older men listening now, start today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Go to your kitchen, take out one fruit, one handful of nuts, or one leafy green. Chew it slowly, knowing that with every bite, you are investing in your future. You are not helpless. You are not finished. You are rebuilding, repairing, and reclaiming your strength. Because aging is not the end, it is the beginning of a wiser chapter. And in this chapter, the foods you eat, the vitamins you take, and the habits you form will decide the story of your life. Will it be a story of decline, or a story of resilience, strength, and vitality? That choice is yours, and it begins now, with what you put into your body. Older men, if you found this message powerful, if you learned even one thing today that can help you live stronger, longer, and healthier, then don't let this be the last time we meet. Subscribe to this channel right now, so you never miss the knowledge that can change your life. Every week, I share doctor-backed tips, natural remedies, and nutrition secrets designed specifically for men in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, so you can keep your heart young, your mind sharp, and your body full of energy. So click that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and join a brotherhood of men who refuse to grow old quietly. Together, we are rewriting what aging looks like. Your next decade of strength begins here. Subscribe now